So while Lance is coming forward, I met Lance a few months ago on a very snowy winter day. Actually, I visited his office and was extremely impressed with what he and his company does. I learned that Lance's company, OneSEO.com, is ranked as number 1 or number 2 Google partner in the world, or the U.S. for sure. And he'll tell you more about what he does when he stands up here. But if you want to know anything about how you can use Google, which is probably the most powerful thing that's been invented in many years, Lance is going to tell us all about it. So Lance, you weren't here earlier. I set the timer for 10 minutes. When it gets to 0, you turn into vapor.
No problem.
So please welcome Lance.
How you guys doing this morning? I just want to take a quick poll before I jump into my slides because I don't want to lose people. How many companies over $1 million right now? Over $5 million. Okay, so I'm going to give you my background real fast and tell you who I am. I'm Lance Bachman. I'm going to talk to you guys about Google, the different things you can do on it. Does anyone ever hear of One SEO Digital Agency? All right, so a few of you have, okay. So we got about 45 employees here in Bucks County. Before this company, I founded YellowPages.com. I was one of the original founders. My brother died. I moved back from California, started this company 5 years ago. We'll do over about $10 million this year in revenue, and we'll manage about over $100 million in AdWords for Google. We're a Google certified company. We represent brands from Harley-Davidson, Belfour, to Best Western, to Northampton Valley Country Club, to Union Roofing. So all different type of companies. And it's a pretty cool business that we're in. I enjoy it. But what I'm going to talk to you guys about, I'm going to kind of jump off my slides because some of them get technical, and I want to give you guys what you want in the 10 minutes here. How many of you have a website and people are finding you every day online? Raise your hand. And new customers are finding you? All right, good. That means you're doing something well. 91% of all things that are bought in the U.S. start on Google, so you know. So when you buy a car, even when you give someone your business card, you meet at a networking event, they go and Google your name. We sat with a mortgage company, I'm not going to say it's a national mortgage company the other day, and the person, their CMO, was actually Googling their name, and it didn't come up first. I was crying and laughing. They came up second, like, good job, right? Good job. I'm like, no, not good job. Yelp's beating your website. No, you have 4 negative reviews on Yelp. That's hurting you. So what people don't realize is Google is bought through every buying process. So there's online marketing, there's offline marketing. Google is truly, if you look at this, everything is digital for the most part. And I'm not trying to insult people that do print advertising, because if you drive up and down 95, you'll see we have billboards. We have a billboard in Times Square. I'm a big believer in, I think, my friend here said brand. Being the vice president of AT&T by the time I was 30, the one thing I learned from AT&T is you brand anywhere you can where people are going to see it and they'll remember it if it's the right message. But if you take a look where people are trending, take a look where people are going. Does everyone understand the difference between Google AdWords and Google Organic? Does everyone not understand?
No.
Okay, so Google makes all their money from one thing. 99% of their revenue comes from AdWords. That means you're paying to play, which is fine. 20% of all people go to an AdWords and they convert from it. So that means 2 out of every 10 people buying your services or product are going to come to a Google AdWord. You talk about return on investment. I think you said you spent $11,000. You should be able to see a return on investment because everything online is measured through Google Analytics, which I forget his name, but he's 100% right. Track everything you do, you can. I'm going to tell you a few things about search engine optimization when you go into it. People think content is king. Content. So did you ever hear write a blog every day? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, take that and go for a jog and lose 20 pounds or whatever you want to do, hit the gym, because you're better off doing that. People don't realize if you don't write for your end user, a blog is used for 2 things. To become the authority in something or to get your site cached, to have it moved up, to do the right thing. So if I'm a new business and I'm looking for people, give me someone's business here.
Private money.
What do you do?
So private money, giving in real estate investors private money.
So you invest real estate's private money?
I have a host of private money lenders who want to distribute their money to real estate investors.
Okay, so give me someone's in this. I'm not trying to be rude to you. I would know nothing about that, but like a service-based business.
McDermott Lawn Care.
Huh?
McDermott Lawn Care.
All right, so you do lawn care. So you want to come back for landscaping, those type of keywords, maybe home improvement, decks, whatever it may be. The first thing I'm going to do is go Google those keywords I think are most important to me. And there's a Google AdWords tool that you can see the actual search volume to it. So it will tell you how many people are searching locally in your neighborhood for what you're doing. I'm going to go look at the first 4 or 5 people and take a look. And you can use tools like, you might write these down, Moz, Raven. They're all free tools. If you're Moz, Raven, they'll tell you what that person's doing that's actually getting them ranked. Page titles, meta tags, how many links, content, interlinkings, all these things that are pretty self-explanatory if you want to do it for free on your own. And the rank, who here has a Google Plus account? I can tell everyone this, if you want to rank locally, you need a Google Plus account. It's a huge part of that local business. Your Google Plus could actually rank for you faster than your website done correctly, just so you know, for keywords. So if I was you, that's what I'd be doing if I was a landscaper. Then I think someone said about getting to your local publications, any lawn and garden, local pubs, Bucks County Living. Listen, you pay to play. You're going to pay for business no matter what. I tell people that. Like, I'm a grown up. I'm 42 years old. I tell my kids, my 24-year-old son, I tell him all the time, for the rest of your life, you're going to pay for your girl that you're dating. You're going to pay to live. You're going to pay. It's called you pay to play. You pay for business. You pay to come here for business. You might as well go pay and put yourself in good publications, get exposure, get those good backlinks, and you're going to see yourself rank on the Google search engines. And once you get business from online, you'll want it for the rest of your life. It's the most addicting thing. You'll take it seriously. It's so powerful. Conversion optimization. Make sure your site, I think everyone kept saying about brand, your brand with your site. Make sure your site is built for your customers. I heard someone say, don't ask your mother, your wife. I forget who said that. I started laughing. Because you'd be surprised how many people will say to me, well, my wife really likes this website right here. What's your wife do? Oh, she's a stay-at-home mom. Oh, cool. That's great, man. Awesome. But no, I don't care what your wife likes. Ask your customers what would their answers be from their website. It's called conversion optimization. You can actually see, who here has Google Analytics? Who here looks at them every week and sees the flow of what your customers are doing? It's going to be huge for if you don't look at your Google Analytics, everyone here in this room, it's a free service from Google. Put it on your site. It shows you everything that's going on with your website. It's so powerful. And then you just change your website for that. Just let me know when. No problem. So Google Analytics, everything I'm giving you is free to use. Everything. Link building. People don't understand. You can do this yourself for free. For free. And it's going to help your website. We get people and they say, sir, everything's budget, right? So my largest client spends $800,000 a month with me. My smallest client spends about $1,500, right? So in between there. So we'll meet someone and be like, hey, listen, my budget's $500 a month. I'll say, listen, tell you what you're going to do. You're a really nice person. You're going to come back to me in 3 years when you grow your business. I'm going to give you the best advice possible. Go hire an intern and go make sure your listings are all in yellowpages.com, superpages.com, Yext. Make sure your things across every internet platform correctly. That's going to help you. Then do yourself a good press release once a month. Well, why would I write? I have nothing newsworthy. Yes, you do. It's Johnny's birthday today. What? Write about Johnny's birthday. These press releases are just for building links. You hired a new employee, do that. You're going into a new neighborhood, make it about that. It's all going to help you. And that's what people don't realize. This is free SEO. Free. It doesn't cost you a nickel to do these things. And it's going to drive business to you. But there's press releases, content creation. When I say content, I don't say content's king, I say strategy's king. Because you write content every single day and you're not getting it. Everyone does realize the #1 ranking factor for Google is still the backlinks to your website, right? Did anyone not know that? So the #1 reason that Google finds you authoritative is the backlinks to your site. That's how many other websites are pointing to you. Good, quality, relevant ones. People think they can produce content and just it's going to build links. The odds of you getting a link from content is actually less than 1 out of 1,000,000. So you have to know where to place that content, what to do with that content, and make it worthwhile to write it. So ask your customers, what questions do you have? What do you want to know? And then write about that. I just wrote a good piece. I got 3 links from it last week. In a week, 3 links about hiring your friends. I wrote about hiring your friends. Who would ever think about that? I had 2 of my friends go in the last 6 months. So I wrote my piece about that. I got 3 links from it. So it doesn't have to ask your customers. Mobile matters. It's called Mobile Get, and it happened April 21st of this year. So you know, if you do not have a responsive mobile site, it's going to be very hard for you to win. That means your load time speed. Have you ever got on someone's website and it's slow to load?
Yeah.
that person's obsolete a year from now. Google doesn't. I love when people say, I'm going to sue Google, this is wrong information. I start laughing. I say, okay, well, when you sell your business and you pay for the one doc to send them and you're out of business, when they respond with their secretary, they can do what they want. They're the most powerful being in the world. The bottom line is, make sure you just comply with them. It's free. Get a mobile site. They're free. There's platforms out there where it automatically does it for you. It's not expensive to just obey what they're saying. Keyword rankings. I just want to make sure I touch on this. 21 seconds. There are no such things anymore. What you see, what I see, it's called relevancy. We both could do the same exact search based on our history of what we've done. It's called predictive modeling. You want to make your site the most relevant thing possible because we're all going to get 3 different results. So the whole name of the game is to drive more quality traffic to the right pages in your site and have them convert for you. And use Google Analytics. Right here's a client that we took from 44 million visitors a month to 58 million visitors a month inside of a year being our client. We jumped them that much, all organic. So you guys can talk afterwards. Just want to let you know. Hope that helped a little bit. Tried to fire.